Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. So finally, it is going to be a Madrid derby in the SuperCopa final 2020 which is being held in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. Before starting, let's have a quick review about the second semi-finals held between Barcelona and Atletico Madrid. I was expecting Barcelona to win by a 3-1 or so, but thanks to Valverde, no, not this one, but Ernesto Valverde, that the league winners of last season are on their way back to their home. Don't get offended guys, but I think it was not Valverde's fault the other night. I mean, just have a look at Barcelona's defense. What was Piqué doing there? And these Barca fans just do two things at the moment, which is either Messi or Valverde out. To be honest, I would prefer to face Atletico Madrid in finals rather than Barcelona because of their midfield. Their midfield was looking pretty sharp the other night, especially Vidal. I mean, if we talk about the first El Clasico of this season, then we took advantage of their weak midfield, which had players like Rakitic, Sergio Roberto and De Jong. But here, they were looking pretty good, and I would prefer to face Atletico Madrid than Barcelona at the moment because of some absentees of our main players like Benzema, Bale and Hazard. Now, if we have a look at Atletico's performance that night, we can see their whole dependence on their midfield, which I will talk in the later part of the video. So now, let's start about how we should line up against Simeone's Atletico Madrid. We all know Simeone uses his famous 4-4-2 formation with Joao Felix and Morata up front. Now, if we had watched the match last night, you would have noticed how much they depend on their midfield to score as well as to defend. Like excluding Morata's penalty, both of their remaining goals came from their midfielders. But a good news for Real Madrid is that Koke will miss the final game due to an injury. But we can't forget they also have an ex-Real Madrid player, Marcos Llorente, which was pretty good the other night. So now, if we are aiming to dominate Atletico Madrid tonight, then we have to block their midfield, like we did against Valencia. Now, we can do this in two ways, either by playing the same lineup, which is a 4-3-2-1, or maybe a 4-3-3 formation with Valverde as a starter. Trust me guys, Valverde will be a key player tonight. If he performs, we have won the battle before the final whistle itself. So now let's come to the lineup. I think we should go with the same lineup as we did against Valencia. There are two reasons behind this. The first one, as I said earlier, is the midfield. But the second and the most important is Jan Oblak. He was so good the other night. The kind of saves he made will be a problem for Real Madrid. We all know our bad lucks with the crossbar. And if you have a look on the match against Valencia, then you would have seen that Jovic was not getting that much of crosses from Isco or Modric. So if we are planning to get at the back of the net, then we should not depend on crosses only. That is one of the reasons I am not ready to start with a 4-3-3 formation including Vinicius or Rodrigo. And to be honest, Jovic isn't settled yet. He needs to play more and more to be confident on the ball. Talking about key players for Real Madrid, one of the most important player will be Isco. I mean, he was world class against Valencia. But if we take an overall look, he lacks consistency. So please Isco has to be on the top. If we want to beat Atletico by a big margin, he needs to perform. Apart from that, every other player is as important as the Isco. But against Atletico, Ramos, Casemiro and Varane will have a tough job to be done. As we clearly saw that Piqué's and Umtiti's mistakes cost Barcelona the game, and we simply can't afford that. They are looking in a great form and the same performance is expected from them in the finals. I know this trophy doesn't seem so important, but trust me guys, by winning this trophy, we will see the changes in the mindset of our players in the later part of the season. So by winning this, it will have a huge impact on the performance of our players, especially considering the upcoming matches like Manchester City in the next month. And a fun fact, Zidane haven't lost any final in his Real Madrid career as a coach. He has won 8 out of 8 finals for Real Madrid. So guys, that's it for today. What do you think? Can Zidane keep his streak alive? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching HalaMadrid.